Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. Also on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. GardenStateWeather.com providing forecasts for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. And weather is what you get. Meteorology is what we do. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith, and this is the morning edition of the video forecast discussion for Friday, the 27th of March, 2020. We're about a week now into the lockdown from COVID-19. And, well, we got nice weather coming up today, and that should help people get outside into some parks that are not closed. But remember, isolation is still key. And at 7 a.m. this morning, we have temperatures in the low to the mid 40s and lower 50s throughout pretty much the entire forecast region this morning. We had a few showers around the region this morning as well, and therefore the minimum temperatures didn't drop down too much. Actually, they remained in right around where they are right now, which again is in the mid 40s to around 50 degrees. Okay, we don't have any wind chill. Wind speeds right now are coming in out of the northwest as a weak cold front moves through. Hasn't passed through southern New Jersey just yet, but it has across northern New Jersey, and the flow is not too gusty out there. Right now the speeds are generally about 5 to 10 miles per hour. I don't think New Jersey CoCoRaHS stations are up yet, so we'll take a look at about a tenth to less than a tenth of an inch of rain has fallen across the region in widely scattered showers early this morning, which is now passing off the coast. And if we take a look at the latest radar, most of this is now heading out to sea. As we can see here, most of this is ground clutter here. There's a few rain showers here across southern New Jersey and the Delmarva, but all of it now moving into the ocean. National view of the low-level water vapor channel. Well, here is the dry sinking air now coming into place with weak high pressure over Quebec, building in across the forecast region for today. So today and tonight are going to be nice. And this complex of showers and thunderstorms here, and this uplifting here, divergence and diffluence, is going to lead to chances of more precipitation entering the area as we head towards tomorrow night, and probably especially during the day on Saturday. We have a new storm system coming in towards the northwestern United States and a very active subtropical jet stream once again. Not sure if we have a watch box for this yet, but I know the Storm Prediction Center has been monitoring this. We'll get into that in a moment for Illinois and Indiana here for some hail and some thunderstorms located with this complex as the warm air rides over the top of this dome of high pressure now entering through southeastern Canada. Well, watch boxes are currently in effect from the Storm Prediction Center here, but we did have some hail reports this morning all the way from just west of Columbia, Indiana, into St. Louis this morning, and it looks like this band is weakening a little bit, but there's still some storm cells here with rainfall rates of about 1 to 2 inches per hour near Louisville and Lexington here, and heading to the north and east. Some rainfall rates here of about 1/4 of an inch of rain too, as this line begins to weaken and head to the east. And taking a look at some real-time temperatures this morning shortly after 7 a.m., we found lots of cold air here across southeastern Canada, especially these regions near or just southeast of Hudson's Bay, Canada. Temperatures in the 30s across New England, and basically the 40s from the northern and southeastern New England through the northern mid-Atlantic, the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley areas. We get back into the 60s, and of course we hit the 60s across the southeastern states where it's quite warm and beautiful, and it's really chilly out here with all this snowpack that's still on the ground across the Intermountain West as well. Additional snowfall for the next 66 hours across the Rockies here. We're expecting more snow and a new system coming into the Washington Cascades, as well through portions of northern California down through central Florida, California in the higher elevations here in this mountain chain, and of course portions of Minnesota, parts of the Great Lakes, and a little bit here in Maine. New Jersey regional forecast high temperatures for today. It's going to be pleasant out there in the low to the mid 60s across the region. As we head tomorrow, colder advection will be coming in, so temperatures back into the upper 40s and low and mid 50s across the region. And we're going to warm it up really nice on Sunday. But again, the caveat is how far does this warm front make it after the rain moves through in the morning? Now, if the warm front doesn't make it, the low-level warm front doesn't make it through here, temperatures could be stuck in the 40s and 50s across these regions here, the Poconos, northwestern New Jersey, and of course the lower Hudson Valley, Connecticut, and central and eastern Long Island, including northeastern New Jersey, where temperatures soar into the 60s and even low and mid 70s as we approach Washington, D.C. So we'll be monitoring that. That is on Sunday. And as we get to Monday, temperatures fall back into the mid-50s to lower 60s, still above normal for this time of the year. About average on Tuesday with the low and mid-50s across the region. Same story for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. National forecasted 7-day high temperature records, which could be met or broken, are circled here for today across the Tennessee, Mississippi Valley, portions of southeastern Texas, and of course all the Gulf states and in Florida. Same thing. Shift this a little further east as we head into the day on Saturday, which is tomorrow. And of course the East Coast once again from the northern mid-Atlantic or southern mid-Atlantic all the way through Florida and parts of the Gulf. Very little warm air now stretching down with some records on Monday across Florida. By Tuesday, let's see, can we get to Tuesday? Yeah, we're here at Tuesday. Again, these high temperature records in portions of Florida. And again, by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday of next week, really no high temperature record forecast to exceed the threshold. Once again, this morning I wanted to take a look at the 500 millibar European versus American model guidance, and things again for next Wednesday and Thursday are shifting around because we just have too much energy in the Pacific jet. What was favorable yesterday started waxing and waning last night's model run, and of course yesterday morning's model run. So this doesn't look too promising for any major winter storm. In fact, if we looked at the model guidance itself, as we approach Wednesday and Thursday here, we could be just grazing the precipitation shield as the storm exits the southern mid-Atlantic coast and heads out into the ocean, but we'll take a look at that in just a moment. That's your European guidance from last night. Here we go. Here comes the warm front and some rain getting in here on Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and it's going to be pretty raw outside too with an east wind around high pressure off Quebec and southeastern Canada. So Saturday is going to be pretty nasty around here. Not a lot of rain, but still a pretty rainy day. And here comes the strong cold front, the strong low heading up to the St. Lawrence River Valley area with occlusion on the northwest side of it and some strong and embedded thunderstorms in the warm sector getting out into the Ohio, Tennessee, and Mississippi River Valley area. So Sunday looks like it's going to start out with more rain. And then we could get warm sectored around here, like I said, depending on how far north the warm front makes it on Sunday afternoon will be determined by if you're in the 40s or in the 70s by location. Of course, 40s would be north and 70s would be the Delmarva region. And here comes the next storm in the southern plains here. This is the one we're concerned about for April Fool's Day. The latest model guidance, both the GFS and the European, have the low out to sea off the Carolina coast with some interaction here. It's going to be quite windy and stormy around the Delmarva region and the I-95 corridor on the northwest side of this storm, but it looks like that's going to head out to sea with no blocking present. We just wait for the next cold front to get here, probably later during the week, because most of next week looks good at this point. Not much change in the European model guidance either with the precipitation nationally. It's going to look swaths of rain in Ohio River Valley, the north, the Tennessee, Mississippi River Valley, and off the mid-Atlantic coast states. Of course, plenty of moisture coming into the Cascades and the Intermountain West, and also portions of the Great Lakes down through the upper Midwest as well. So an active pattern as we head all the way into April 6th. And the main concerns for hazardous national weather today, of course, we have some fog across the deep south and portions of the panhandle of Florida, and of course the portions of the lower Great Lakes here, Indiana. And of course we have some flood warnings still in these areas and some flash flooding across the upper and northern central Midwest. Some fire weather here for New Mexico and Colorado and the Front Range here, and also some freeze warnings. Yes, we have some freeze warnings here for portions of the interior Colorado area, as well as portions of California as well. So not too much going on, but again, this is fire season weather, and we've got high wind warnings across a large chunk of New Mexico as well into portions of southwestern Texas. So we'll be on the monitor for that today. So that's going to do it for the morning edition here for GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. If you have any weather concerns, you can email us at GardenStateWeather@gmail.com. Have a beautiful morning. We'll be back this afternoon.